you guys make it through the rainy tour? Anybody get down for it not too bad? Yeah,
We did.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we're, sorry about the weather, but super glad that you guys made it to campus. My name is Brittany Monasterio, and I'm one of our admissions counselors here. So I work with mostly students from Illinois. Do we have anyone from Illinois here today? All right, very good. So I graduated from here in 2013, so I've been working in admissions for about 4 years now. Studied leadership and psychology here as a student, and just finished up my master's in organizational leadership as well. So really excited to kind of get to know you guys a little bit more today, help you maybe figure out a little bit more of what you're looking for in a school or what you're passionate about. And I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Maria Mela, and I work with students from Northern Ohio and the East Coast of the U.S. We're admissions counselors. We have the same kind of basic information, and we can help everybody with the admissions process. However, we focus on some areas, and my area is Northern Ohio and the East Coast of the United States.
Awesome. So want to get to know a little bit about you guys today. So love to kind of go around. If you want to tell us your name, what year you are in school, who you have with you today. I know names are really important to us, so definitely tell us who's here with you. And then, let's see, tell us what your favorite ice cream flavor is. I know it's summer, so that's always really fun. So, all right. Would you like to start us off from the back? We'll go kind of backwards than usual.
My name's Erin, and I'll be a senior this year.
Okay.
And this is my mom, Sheila, and my favorite ice cream flavor is probably mint chocolate chip.
Solid choice there. And where are you from?
Bluffton.
Okay. Fantastic. Great to have you guys here.
My name is Max. I'm from Wheaton, Illinois. This is my mom, Dana. I'm going to be a senior, and my favorite ice cream flavor is anything dairy-free. So dairy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're thinking maybe something like some sorbets and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Solid.
I'm Emily. I'm from Worcester, Ohio. I have my mom, Chris, here. And my favorite ice cream flavor is probably strawberry.
No,
Rhino really loves the strawberry.
And what year in school are you?
Oh, sorry. I'll be a senior.
Okay, perfect. All right, would you like to go first?
I'm Emma, I've got my mom, Sarah. I'm gonna be a senior, and I probably like black raspberry ice cream. Graders.
Wow, you have a
There you
specific
go.
place already.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Indiana.
Okay,
Southeastern Indiana.
perfect.
I'm Hannah. I brought my aunt Amanda, my mom Paula, and my sister Sarah. I'm going to be a junior.
Okay.
Just high school, so I work with issues in the And my favorite flavor is probably just chocolate.
Okay. Do you have a favorite ice cream?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. All right, got chocolate family over here.
Chocolate family.
Awesome.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor, Brittany?
I think I'd have to go with Moose Tracks. It's got a little bit of everything in there, so layered, chocolate and peanut butter.
I like strawberries, for the record. I like the strawberry ice cream with the chunks of strawberry in it. I had a shake.
Got some
Strawberry
kindred
shake.
spirits over here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, just to kind of let you guys know a little bit about what we're going to be doing this morning. One, I know that it's always fun to get started with little icebreaker questions, but that's kind of going to be a theme that you're going to see through this morning. Kind of the whole purpose of our workshop, this is going to be something very different than anything that you've seen on a college visit probably so far. But we really want to ask you guys some life-changing questions, especially at this stage of your life. Things that we really feel are incredibly important as you're trying to figure out your way into this next stage and what's important to you and what you're looking for. So hopefully by asking some life-changing questions, you guys are going to be able to maybe pause for a minute, reflect on some of those things, and hopefully by the end maybe have a little bit of a better picture of maybe some next steps that you guys want to take or things you want to dive into a little bit more. And really just kind of, continue moving forward in your college search as of where you're at right now. Does that sound good? All right.
All right, so before we move into the meat of the presentation, you all received a folder today, and I just kind of want to go over what you have inside there really quickly. You have your profile sheet, which if you have not, give it back to Megan. I suggest that you do that. That sheet has like your general information and test scores and things like that. You probably already gave it to the prom desk, which is cool. You also have coupons for Macon Coffee and the bookstore. There's a percentage off. I'm not sure what the summer schedule for each of those are, but I believe that they should be open around the lunchtime. You also have your schedule. The Wildcat Pride paper that states the activities that we have planned for you today. If there is something that you would like to accomplish today that is not on your schedule, you can text that number 765-444-2448, and we will try to make it happen for you. Like if you want to meet the financial aid or meet with an admissions counselor one-on-one, or maybe look at a building or see a particular department, just let us know and we will try our best to make it happen for you. Also, I believe that you have got your t-shirts today. Cool, so I don't have to go over that. You already got it. Awesome, so that's pretty much what you have inside of your folders. You also have some general information, general education requirements information, and a book that gives you general information about the school. There's also information about the admissions process, financial aid, and all that stuff. We'll kind of go over some of those things later today, but know that you have those in your folders. Do you have any questions about anything inside of your folder? Or okay, great, thank you. Before we move forward, I have a question for you. And that is, what is your passion? You don't have to answer it right now. We'll get into it a little later. But start thinking, what is your passion? What makes you smile? What gives you energy? Think about that. Does it have to be something big, or it doesn't have to be anything specifically. It could be anything. But what is that thing or those things that make you smile, that make you giggle, that give you energy? Think about that, and we'll talk about that a little later.
So anyways, welcome to campus. My name is Lauren Tarno. I'm an admissions counselor here. I work with students from southern Indiana. So basically everybody who's south of Indianapolis is going to be mine. So I graduated from Indiana Wesleyan about 3 years ago. I studied psychology and addictions counseling while I was here and absolutely loved it. It was wonderful. And I don't just have my experience. I also have two brothers. One just graduated from Indiana Wesleyan this April, and the other one is going into his junior year. So we're like, it's a family affair. We're all here together, which has been a lot of fun. So that is an introduction to me.
Yeah, and my name is Susanna Spencer. I'm also an admissions counselor here. I work with students in northern Indiana, so whether you're northwest or northeast, I will be your admissions counselor if you're from that area, and just we work with you throughout the entire admissions process, and they're here to answer your questions. I also graduated from Indiana Wesleyan in 2011. My brother also went here. He was a year below me, so we were very close, and we both really enjoyed our time here. I studied writing, leadership, and public relations.
She's an overachiever.
Yeah, I do it all. So really loved what I studied here, and Lauren and I will talk a little bit more about who we are as a campus and a little bit of our stories, and we're going to want to get to know you guys as well. So if we can just start with introductions, we would love students if you would just say a few things for us. It should be good. We would love to know your name, who you brought with you today, where you're from, and your favorite summer activity. Can you do that? Yeah?
Want to
Can you
start
right
Shelby?
up front?
I'm Shelby.
Shelby.
I brought my mom with me.
What's mom's name?
Gail.
Gail. Nice to meet you.
And we're from Michigan town, just about an hour away from here.
Okay.
And I like doing photography in the summer.
That's awesome. You can capture some beautiful things in the summer.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing, Shelby. All right, let's go right here.
I'm Caroline. I brought my mom with me, and
What's mom's name? Sorry. What is it?
Lanny.
Lanny. Nice to meet you.
we're from Terre Haute, Indiana.
All right.
And Douglas and
That makes sense. You're with softball.
Yeah, make the connection.
Awesome.
Very good. Thank you for sharing.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm Erica. This is my dad, Eric, and we're from Avon, Indiana.
Okay.
And my favorite summer activity is playing different sports.
Okay. And
And
photography?
photography.
Okay. So
Like
when
all
you
of
were born, did you name her after you?
I did.
Okay, see? My
Yeah.
mom's name is Lara, and people are always, and my name's Lauren. So they're always like, were you thinking when you did that? Was that on purpose? It wasn't. She had no idea it sounded the same until people started pointing it out, which I think is funny.
We even have the same initials because I'm an Emerson and
Oh,
she's an
okay.
Elizabeth. So
Oh, that's awesome. And what's your last name then?
Shagley.
Okay, so EES.
Yes.
All right.
Very good.
That's awesome. Very cool.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for sharing.
It's nice to meet you guys. So I want to go ahead and get started. We're going to do something a little different than maybe what you've experienced before. We really want to walk you through who we are as an institution and then also get to know you guys a little bit better. And hopefully you walk away with more information about yourself and Indiana Wesleyan that you can just mull over as you go. So I want to get started. Maybe. There we go.
There we go.
I did that one. Okay. So I want to first go ahead and open with this. You guys should have your folders. If you want to pop those out, I'm going to walk through them with you real quick. I think most of you came from lunch. Everybody, did you, Erica, come from? Okay, cool. So everybody just did that. So you already used your lunch tickets. Good job. You did the first thing you needed to do. You should also have some coupons in there for Macon. Yeah, now I can actually see you guys.
Thank you.
You guys should have some coupons in there. So one's for Macon Coffee Company, which is amazing. I highly recommend getting something from there. And then the other is for our bookstore. So if you want to use those today, you are welcome to do so. If you want to wait and use them later, they do not expire, so you can use them whenever. But you have that in there. Also, I'll point out, you probably have already turned it in, but there's a profile sheet that has all of your information on it. If you've already turned that in, awesome. If you haven't, take a look at it, make sure that we have your correct information, and then go ahead and give it to Debbie or whoever's at the front desk when you're heading out. You also, there's a few other things in there. Your schedule, that should be tailored to you. It should have your name on the top of it and walk you through what you're doing today. If there's anything on there or anything missing that you'd like to do today, there's another sheet of paper that has this phone number on it. Feel free as you go maybe through your tour to text that number and say, hey, I actually really would like to do this also. And then we might be able to get that set up. We do have some, because it's summertime, there's some faculty that are gone, so we might not be able to today. But our goal is to get you connected with everybody that you would like to be connected with while you're here. And then at the end of the day, you want to make sure you pick up your free t-shirts. If you want to stand up for me, Caroline. This is what it looks like. Except for there's two other colors as well. There's that blue, lovely color. There's also kind of a reddish pink color that I really like, and a gray one. So you can have one of those on your way out. So make sure you do that. There's a sheet in there that kind of tells us how you felt today, how we did. If we could do anything better, we'd love for you to fill that out and give it to us later so that we're constantly refining what we're doing. There's more information in there as well that we're going to kind of walk through. When you're done, there's some more stuff up here as well. So you have like general education requirements in there. We also have like our AP credits that we accept. There's a sheet up here for that. Education abroad, if you're interested in studying abroad, there's information for that. A couple of things for scholarships and such. So take a look at this when you're on your way out and get any information you'd like. And Susanna and I will kind of hang out and talk to you if you have any questions afterwards as well.
All right, great. Well, Lauren is going to continue and talk a little bit about who we are as a campus. Do you guys have campus tours today on your schedules? Yes? Or have you already done those maybe?
I think most of them are after this.
After this? So you're going to gain a lot of information, facts about Indiana Wesleyan, statistics, those kinds of things on your tour. So what we're really going to spend time doing today is giving examples of our experiences and sharing the passions that IW has for its students. So you really get to know a little bit more about who we are as a community. And on the campus tour, you'll gain a lot of those facts and numbers about us as well. While Lauren is talking about who we are a little bit and giving some overview, I want you students to be thinking about what your passions are. Part of the purpose of this workshop is to get you thinking about those things, to get you thinking about what you love to do. So we will share our examples. We'll share what we're passionate about to give an example, but we would love to have you guys share in a few minutes. So be thinking about that. Basically, if you weren't on Netflix or napping, and you could do anything at all, what would it be? Yeah.
And it might be Netflix or napping, so.
But think about those things, you know, what you love to do. Some of you may have already mentioned them, but we will ask you that in just a few minutes.
But guys, thank you for visiting campus today. I know you've been welcomed a whole bunch and you've been on campus for a little bit. But do you mind, before that we kind of jump into the workshop and before we introduce ourselves, do you mind if I just pray with us to get the day started? Is that all right with you guys? Okay. Father, thank you so much for today. This is a wonderful chance that we have as your children to go out and grow your kingdom, to be above and beyond what we ever personally could think of. Father, I am so thankful for each one of the families that we have here today. Lord, you have brought them to campus for a specific purpose. Lord, I pray that you are opening their ears and their eyes so they can hear and see what you are doing on this campus. Father, I pray over Cassidy and I's words today. Lord, may they not be our own, but may they be yours and yours alone. Father, we love you. We thank you. We praise you, but above all, we trust you. It's in your name we pray. Amen. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Guys, my name is Alex Samuel. I'm an admissions counselor here at Indiana Wesleyan. I work with students primarily from the Indianapolis area. So don't worry, we'll get to figure out where you guys are from. But I primarily work with kids from Indianapolis. I've been here for 2 years as a full-time employee and 4 years prior to that as a student. I graduated from IWU with a degree in secondary English education. So I am a licensed teacher for the state of Indiana, which is awesome, and I love being able to say that and show that when I go to schools and talk to kids. But I really felt the Lord calling me back here to Indiana Wesleyan after graduating. This is an office that I worked in for 2.5 years while I was a student on campus. So making the transition from doing that as a student to being a full-time employee was a very easy, great transition that I absolutely felt the Lord was leading me on. I don't really know how the Lord's going to continue using me on campus. Starting Monday, I pray it's to be an admissions counselor again for like my own sanity's sake. That was supposed to be a joke, and you guys could have laughed. Okay?
You gotta warm up a little
That's
bit.
how this will
They've
work.
been out in the rain.
I know they
They're
have.
cold.
That's how this will work. Like Cassidy and I are going to tell jokes, and you guys are going to laugh.
Yeah, more this.
Yeah.
I'll try.
More on this side of the room. You might get a couple out of her.
Maybe.
Do you want to introduce yourself too?
Yes, absolutely. My name's Cassie Vide. I've been an admissions counselor here for 2 years as well. So Alex and I have some similar things in our stories, which is really cool. We were in school the same amount of time, so during the same year. So I graduated a couple of years ago with a degree in psychology. I also worked as a student worker here before I became an admissions counselor and before I graduated. So I worked back in our telecounseling office. So all the people that call you from here are mainly the students who work back there. So I got to talk to prospective students like you guys. Then I was a student worker up in the front here, so I'd work at the front desk and I'd give tours like you guys are going to get to experience after this. So, but yeah, for me, I love working in admissions. I love welcoming people to a place that is home for me and hoping that, you know, could maybe become home for you guys as well. But yeah, I don't know, again, where God's going to kind of lead me next, either with psychology or what I'm doing next, but, and I will talk a little bit about kind of what that journey has looked like for me a little bit later. But we want to take some time to kind of get to know you guys too, but I'll kind of prep you for that by first talking about what we're going to be doing today. So the workshop is something that's a little bit different, and we're hoping that it's going to be different from maybe what you would experience on another college visit. Has anybody else been on a college visit before? Okay, and then first college visit? Okay, awesome. And anybody been on our campus before? Our first time for everybody? You've been here? So yeah, so first time for everybody here, and then kind of some earlier ones. How about you guys? Are you kind of in like second, third, fourth, you know, kind of college visit?
Stop.
Quite a few more. She held up 7 fingers over there. So 7th college visit. What about you? What number are you
My
on?
dad is the third, but I'm
Okay.
myself by myself.
Okay, all right, good deal. Okay, so kind of everybody's kind of at a different point in kind of the search process. But all of that to say, we really want this to be something that's unique. The purpose of this is to ask you questions that are life-changing questions, questions that maybe you've already kind of been wrestling with and maybe you haven't yet. Maybe it's some new questions too. So this is, like Alex had mentioned before, going to be a conversation. So that's why we kind of wanted you closer. Not something where we're just speaking at you, where we're having a conversation with you guys kind of about how things are going to look for you, things that you can kind of be considering as you're looking at different schools. So we would love to know who you guys are. So students, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves, if you want to say what your name is, where you're from, what grade you are in school, and then let's say, what is your favorite part about summer? I would say probably not pouring rain and thunderstorms, but who knows? Maybe, but yeah, so favorite part about summer. Did I forget anything else? I think we're good. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and start us first, down here on the end?
I can. I'm Rachel, and I'll be a senior. There was what were the other questions?
I know. And I did forget to, yeah, where you're from, and then also if you guys can introduce who's with you too. So introduce your guest that is with you today. So, the lovely mother. What is lovely
Does
mother's
mother have a
name?
name?
Heather.
Heather, awesome.
And we're from Ohio,
Ohio, okay.
We're in Ohio.
Fredericktown.
So like up Toledo area?
No, it's about an hour north of Columbus.
Okay.
It's like
Like
central
on 70
Ohio, right in
okay.
the middle.
So like
Smack down.
I'm north of Columbus, so I'm like 75 though. Like
Okay.
if you get off on like exit 106, like Watkins and Watkins,
Yeah.
like I live out there, like my parents do.
We have like 2,000 people in our town.
Yep. 850.
And most of them
I'm
are
right there,
Amish.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I worked 10 years with the Amish. 10 years I was spent with them guys working. They're nice people.
That's cool.
Hard workers.
Yes, sir.
All right, Rachel, and final thing, what is your favorite thing about summer?
I like the missions trips. I just got back from them.
Yeah, where'd you go?
We just stayed like in Mansfield
Okay.
area. And we did like service projects during the morning, and then we had like a kids sports camp, like an industry thing, and
What high school do you go to?
Fredericktown.
Fredericktown. I don't know. There, I used to work with students from the northern part of Ohio there. So like Mansfield, Worcester, like I know
Yeah.
all that area there. So
I
was
just picked her
curious.
up. She had to leave a day early from her missions to come here.
Okay.
Cool.
Awesome, good
Miss?
deal.
My name's Anna. I'm from Fort Wayne. It's my dad. It's
Hi,
Alex.
Alex.
I actually graduated last year.
Okay.
Nice.
Have you been going to school anywhere?
I was, but
Okay.
they started like out of nowhere raising my tuition, so I had to like leave.
Okay, okay.
It just like it literally went from $70 per semester to like $3,000. I'm like, okay.
It's a huge jump.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something happened. I just matter of fact heard
It just
this,
wasn't me. It was a bunch of people.
like 100 and, I think it's what it was, 107 students. It was the same problem that we signed in to the college to tell us how much we would
Yeah,
pay. And
in
then
the
after
beginning
that.
they had told us we had tuition lock, and then all of a sudden I guess none of us had tuition lock.
Mhm.
That's great.
You just
Okay,
see-
so you had taken some classes.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so graduated last year, so 2016. And Anna, what's your favorite thing about summer? Sleeping.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Give me something.
that is a good one. I'm with you.
Okay, Cassidy will let that slide.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pull more out of you today. Okay? More than just sleeping. Okay. Miss?
I'm Mallory. This is my mom, Marla. We're from Sycamore, Illinois. I'm going to be a senior. And my favorite thing about summer is going on vacation.
Vacation. Have you guys gone anywhere yet or plans
Yeah,
to?
we just got back last month.
Okay, from where?
Wisconsin, or Kevin and
Nice.
Kobe.
Awesome. Oh, sounds great. Sounds very relaxing.
Cool, cool. I take notes on you guys, so. I don't wanna forget
Let
your,
her
I don't
know
wanna forget your names.
Who you are.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to walk through what you guys have in your folders in front of you. So if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and opening those up. Okay. When you guys arrived, they're either inside your packet or they're stuck to the front. Actually, Miss Anna, what you just pulled out, that's what I want to look at. That's called your profile sheet. Good job, Anna. Okay. Some of you may have already turned it in. Looks like you did. Okay, good job. Miss Mallory and Miss Anna, you still have yours. Throughout this presentation, and preferably during like the first part, go ahead and look over that. Anything that's highlighted, we'd like to know it's either correct or if it's incorrect on there, or we may not even have anything like filled in that slot. This gives us the chance to get to know you better. So if you guys call in and have questions or concerns, our staff can help you the best we possibly can. So if you still have that in there, we'd love to have it, and you can turn it to Miss Sam at the front desk. Looking at this as well, this kind of shows what you have in here. You do have some coupons in your folder, okay? Woo-hoo. Those coupons are for the coffee shop and the bookstore. I would absolutely recommend stopping at the coffee shop before going home today. The coffee shop closes at 4 o'clock, so just keep that in mind today, okay? My suggestion for you, coffee shop wise, would be to get a couple options. You can get a 16-ounce sticky toffee with a shot of espresso in it. It is utterly delicious.
Very good. Smells like
Or
Christmas.
it does smell like Christmas. I can look up. My favorite drink is a vanilla chai with skim milk and a shot of espresso. That'd be worth getting too. Like whatever it is, use your coupon. I think it's 10% off the coffee shop and 20% off the bookstore. So it doesn't expire, so you can use it today. You can use it whenever you'd like to. Okay? You already took care of lunch. You don't have to worry about that. Your schedule's in there as well. The schedule, like you guys have, should look similar to the person sitting next to you. So okay, you don't have to compare your schedules. You can if you want to. I mentioned that, and they both share a schedule for each other. But it would have like lunch, this workshop, and a campus tour for sure. Some of you guys, if you have an individual appointment later today, or maybe with a coach or a faculty member, it may be written in there as well. What we can do is, especially while you're on your tour today, if there's something that you thought of that, oh, maybe I should sit down and talk about this with an admissions counselor or with somebody else in the office, you can actually text this phone number right here, and that's inside your packet. It's on a little card. That number goes directly to our visit team, and we can start scheduling things and working on things for you guys while you're on your tour. That way you don't have to come back to the office, then request something, then sit and wait kind of awkwardly and impatiently. We can be taking care of it early enough for you guys. The final thing, we do have free t-shirts for everybody, so that's awesome. There's an evaluation sheet inside your folder. Guys, we like knowing the things that we're doing well and doing poorly. Anything we're doing well, we want to make sure we're continuing to do it well, to be honest with you. And anything we're not doing well, we want to change immediately. So if you could fill that out before the end of the day today and turn it in, you can get your t-shirt, that'd be fantastic for us. Okay? Do you guys have any questions about the things that are inside your folder? No? Okay. Cass, you want to hit him with a little bit of a teaser question for today?
I will. All right, so in a little bit, Alex is going to kind of walk through who are we section, kind of talking about who we are here. But before that, I want to give you guys kind of an idea of what we're going to be talking about next. And I want to ask you guys the question, what is your passion? So kind of think of something maybe that is energizing to you, something that is exciting to you, gives you life. For me, I love talking to new people. I love talking to strangers. In my life I always say that there are no strangers in my life, only friends I haven't met yet. So I can talk about anything with anyone at any time. I love talking to people. It's interesting to me too, I get to kind of see that my grandpa does the same thing, and I didn't realize until I was older that I feel like I got that from him. So I really, really love talking to people about anything. So that can kind of lead into maybe what you want to do, or maybe it can be something that, maybe you don't see how it fits yet, but something that you are passionate about. So kind of be thinking about that as Alex